Hi, I'm your Girl Pho from Western Australia, and you're watching the AU Review.
And we're here at Music Matters in Singapore. So tell me a little bit about how you've been preparing for this show. Obviously, you've been doing a lot of live performances this year, so you
Yeah.
must feel like you're well oiled for the appearance tonight.
Definitely. Especially having done a tour just before this, I feel like that was the opportunity for me to really trial all the new material. I write a lot of music, and my poor band members, I spring all these new songs on them like with less than 24 hours before a show. I'm like, by the way, there's this new song I wrote and I really want to play it tomorrow night show, and they're just like twitching at the eyes like, sure, no, anything you want, honey. And so it was good because I got to trial out all the new material I've been writing and seeing what goes well with an audience in what kind of space and venue, and like what keeps the energy high or what drops it. And so actually surprisingly, like a lot of it I had to just kind of pull from the set. If I wanted to keep the set, which are quite short over here in Singapore, they're about 30 minutes each set, I want to keep it like sharp and high energy the whole 30 minutes. So yeah, I did a lot of like cleaning off the different songs, and I think I'm ready. Like I think it's going to be a good show, I hope.
How has your sound developed since you started? I mean, you've been progressively releasing singles over the last, I guess, 18 months or so. Your last single just came out a couple of weeks ago as well. So, how do you feel that you've been developing your sound? What's kind of been progressing the evolution of the Your Girl Pho project?
I suppose Your Girl Pho was originally a solo project. It was just myself and a laptop. So in that sense, it's changed with only having just added band, like live drums and live saxophone about a year ago now. And that has changed the entire set completely to what used to be just myself, like having to kind of entertain a room of people. I now can rely on two band members to provide like a bit of a performance themselves, and it doesn't just have to be me anymore, and so therefore the sound has gone from quite an electronic sound to a more soul jazzy band sound, because a lot of my music was so electronic, like the drums would be so neurotic and like impossible for a drummer in real time to play because it was all just done on Ableton. I had to kind of pull all those songs, and my sound changed dramatically after that, so that I could have a live drummer support me. So yeah, it has changed. Yeah.
It's amazing how context and circumstance kind of evolves a sound, almost not by choice but by the product of your environment.
Yeah, absolutely.
And where does that take you from here? I mean, with the latest single, are there plans to then kind of keep releasing more music this year? Where are things going for you in that regard?
Well, like I said, I sit on a lot of music. So I think I've actually got a piece of work that's ready to be released as an EP. So I guess it's so interesting now that I have a team I'm working with, rather than when you're just a solo artist with just doing it by your own accord. You can put it on Spotify, you put it on SoundCloud when you want. Now, like with a team, you have to kind of consider, when can my publicist work with me, and when is a good time.
There's got to be a plan.
It's crazy. Like I'm so used to just like dropping it at 2 a.m. on a Monday night. Like whoever listens to it. Now I've got to like think about like peak times and like. So I think obviously with that in mind, I'll wait till next year, and I'll do. I want to release like a final piece of work, like not a final piece, like a whole piece of work, like an EP, rather than just a single, because I've got so much material. And I really hope that it will I think it'll show. It's so hard when you have like just releasing single after single. Your sound changes so drastically after the next drop that I think an EP will allow me to show like how versatile I can be and how there's so much I can do.
Which it seems like that project was always intended for that as well. That's as much as we're talking about the evolution. It always felt like it was meant to be a bit of a versatile force of nature.
Yeah, no, that's right.